We all make mistakes. Some of us make huge ones, the kind that seem impossible to come back from. Yet, in the depths of regret, a powerful truth emerges. Forgiveness is not just something we give, it's something we receive. But what does it truly mean to be forgiven? And can we ever forgive ourselves after all the wrongs we've done? Let me take you on a journey that mirrors our own struggles, fears, and ultimate redemption. In essence, you're wishing your father dead. It's a selfish request, a sign of rebellion, and yet, he gives it to you. You may have heard of the prodigal son, but have you ever stopped to reflect on how his story is not just about him? It's about you, me, and everyone who's ever felt lost, alone, or undeserving of love. He squanders everything on reckless living. He feels free, free from the constraints of home, free from the rules, free from the burden of expectations. Not the one he thought he could escape, but the one he took for granted. The son's decision to return is not based on deserving anything. He doesn't wait for his son to come up with a perfect speech of remorse. The moment the father sees his son from afar, he runs to him. He embraces him. He kisses him. He doesn't ask for explanations. He doesn't demand punishment. All he says is, "This son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." The elder brother represents the struggle many of us face when we witness forgiveness given to others, especially when we feel we deserve it more. We want justice. We want fairness. We want to be rewarded for our faithfulness. But the father reminds the elder brother, "Son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours." But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. It's based on a recognition that, despite his mistakes, his father's love is the only thing that can restore him. We've all been in a situation where forgiveness seemed too easy for someone who doesn't deserve it. But this story reminds us that forgiveness isn't about fairness. It's about love, compassion, and the understanding that we all need grace. I'm excited for the next video, where we dive deeper into another powerful story from the Bible that can change the way you live today. Stay tuned. It's not about what he can offer, but about coming back, humbly, and asking for forgiveness. How many of us have wandered far from what's good, made mistakes, and felt unworthy of love? But in our lowest moments, when we finally turn back, God's love is waiting, ready to welcome us home. And here's the turning point. He realizes that he doesn't deserve to return. Whether we're struggling to forgive ourselves or others, the prodigal son story shows us that true forgiveness doesn't come from earning it. It comes from a heart that's willing to return, no matter how far we've strayed. He's wasted everything, dishonored his family, and squandered his chance at love. If the prodigal son can be restored, so can we. Or maybe you've struggled with the elder brother's bitterness. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. But he also knows that even the hired servants in his father's house live better than he does. So, with a heart full of shame and regret, he decides to return, not as a son, but as a servant. But soon, that freedom slips into chaos. His money is gone, his friends vanish, and he's left with nothing but a desperate longing for what he lost. Imagine this. You're the younger of two sons in a wealthy family. Life is good. You've got everything you could need: comfort, security, love. But somewhere deep down, you start to feel suffocated. We, like the prodigal son, stray. We sin. We turn our backs on what is good and chase after fleeting pleasures. But when we return, broken and ashamed, our Heavenly Father doesn't condemn us. He runs to us with open arms, ready to restore us. His love doesn't wait for us to be perfect. It's given freely, regardless of our mistakes. And that's the power of forgiveness. True, unconditional love that doesn't keep score of wrongs, but celebrates reconciliation. Maybe you've been told what to do for so long, or maybe the restrictions of your family's expectations are starting to feel like chains. After all, he's worked hard, done everything right, and now his wayward brother, who squandered his inheritance, is being welcomed back with open arms and a grand feast. Why doesn't he demand respect? Why doesn't he resist? It's because of love. Love that's patient. Love that's understanding. Love that gives even when it's not deserved. You want freedom. You want to experience life on your own terms. So what do? You ask for your inheritance. Wait, let that sink in. You're asking for your inheritance, the money and wealth you would only get when your father passes away. The world he once thought would satisfy him leaves him starving and broken. He gets a job feeding pigs, a humiliating task for someone raised in wealth. His situation is the lowest it could possibly be. He's hit rock bottom. Why does he do this? Now, the son takes the money and leaves. He journeys to a distant land, far from the family, the values, and the life that once nurtured him. Now, he's in the midst of a famine. It's in this moment of despair that something incredible happens. He remembers his father. This moment is powerful. What happens next? Well, if you've heard this story before, you know that the father doesn't wait for an apology. What does this mean for us? But not everyone is happy about this. The elder brother, who stayed home and obeyed his father's commands, is furious. He feels betrayed. Here's where we encounter another layer of the story. The elder brother's struggle is real, and so is ours. The story of the prodigal son is not just a tale of a wayward son. It's a mirror of our own journey. This story isn't just about the father's love for the son. It's about our journey toward forgiveness. So, I want to leave you with this question. What's keeping you from returning home? What's stopping you from embracing forgiveness? If this message resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever felt like the prodigal son? And if you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might need to hear this message of forgiveness. Thank you for watching.